Hey Brickmaniacs, Dylan here for another volume of the Quarantine Chronicles. We have an awesome episode today. We're going to hear from Dan about one of the pre-orders that's going to be available this coming Friday. And then we'll also take a closer look at one of our Restock pre-orders available today. But first things first, we do have a sale right now, so you can use promo code THUNDER to save 15% all day long today, including our big announcement of our newly available Restock is the second batch of LCAC pre-orders available now on Brickmania.com. Also on Brickmania.com right now, we have a restock of a couple of Brunos that Dan was able to find in the customer service area over this weekend. We also have some of the German Heer soldiers available online, and the M24 Hind attack helicopter is back available for pre-order. So let's take a closer look at that right now. First things first, how cool does this thing look straight on? Just an intimidating looking Lego model. Can't even imagine how intimidating the helicopter would be. Fully loaded with all sorts of deadliness. Super solid model, like very, very swooshable. Just an absolute flying tank of a build. You guys will see during it, it's structurally just about as sound as a helicopter could be. See, it's so solid, I'll fly right off the edge of this balcony. But never fear, because it won't fall apart if you try. It might be as strong, if not stronger, than the real helicopter. Okay, that might be stretching it a little bit. But the point is, it's a very solid model. Access to the interior, so let's take a quick look inside. Plenty of room for your modern Russian Special Forces minifigs. You put together your attack team. Perhaps the most unique feature of the helicopter in real life is the dual front cockpits. Take a little closer look inside the cockpits. Quick up-angle view from the side, featuring some forest-dwelling pilots. As is true with all Brickmania helicopters, everything works as it should. Spins freely. Here's a look at the minifigures included with the kit. I'll call them Yuri and Dmitri. Hind pilots. Looks like they got a little woodland camo on the vest. The rest is just your pretty standard green flight suit. Just over 1,200 pieces of all genuine Lego in this kit. Now available for restock pre-order on Brickmania.com. So get yours while you can. All right, now we'll turn things over to Dan as he takes a closer look at the Lunar Rover.
Hey, I'm just taking a quick video to show off some of the details of the new Lunar Rover model that we're going to be putting together. I'm actually committing this to the final parts list today. The original model, of course, was designed by Yitzi Kasowitz before we kind of put our space theme on hold. It just wasn't selling as quickly as we could make the model, so we put it on hold and never really got back to it. But this was kind of in the books already. It does have some cool features. It does kind of fold up, do everything it's supposed to do. We'll have a whole video, I suppose, when this thing is ready to go. I just want to show some of the additions that we made that weren't part of the original design. So there's quite a few 3D printed parts. One of the cool things is this wheel here. This is, I'll just throw it on the side here, you'll be able to see the wheel detail a little better. It is actually 3D printed. It is hollow. You can see through that, just like the real thing. It's like a mesh, like a steel wheel, and that's how they made the real thing. Sent it to the moon. It was durable. It was lightweight. Didn't have any need for pneumatics. Couldn't even do pneumatics. We also put these wheel wells, or the fenders, I should say. That's also a 3D printed part. On the actual model, we're planning on doing more of an orange color, just like the real thing. Of course, we do have one of our lunar astronauts on this. We will be bringing this back. I think we've changed it to Apollo astronauts just to fit in with the way that we've been talking about our figures. We've got Mercury astronauts, now we have a lunar astronaut, or Apollo astronaut, named after the different programs. As you can see, there is a golf club after the, modeled after the golf club that was snuck aboard Apollo 14. Of course, there was no Lunar Rover in Apollo 14, but we figure what we'll do is we'll throw the golf club in the rover, so if you already have your figures, you won't have to buy another figure to get the golf club. So that is going to be another 3D printed part. So a total of, if you've got 4 wheels, 4 of these fenders. The fenders are cool. They're actually spongy. It is a flexible material. You can squish it in. It will not break. It's super durable. but it's kind of cool. We also, this is our first time we've 3D printed them in a sort of a transparent material. I think we're going to try to color that so that it looks a little bit more like the actual thing for the final model. But basically what you see here is what you're going to get as far as the way the parts look and everything like that. You will not get the figures. Again, we are going to re-release the figures as a separate unit. I guess look for those be coming up next month. The Lunar Rover itself will go up for pre-sale, I think on Friday. So, was that the 1st, 2nd? I don't know. I've lost track of time. Yes, I think it's so May 1st. You should be able to pre-order this thing, and it'll just be the vehicle, and then figures will follow. Oops, I knocked over the antenna. So that's a high gain antenna, low gain antenna. There's some minor modifications from the original model that Yitzi made, but more or less this is it. And there'll be a more detailed video of this when it, of course, it comes out. So there you go. First look at the new Lunar Rover, or LRV, as it would be called by NASA.
So that about does it for today's volume of the Quarantine Chronicles. Make sure to use that code THUNDER to save yourself 15% today only. Remember, we are giving away a Johnson at 50K subscribers, and our mock contest ends on May 25th. Remember, the prize for that is the IS-2 World War II heavy tank. Till then, thanks for checking in, and stay safe.